Good morning, students. Let's start our today's e-learning session of Social Studies with a new chapter Governing Ourselves. India is divided into 28 states and 8 union territories. यूनियन टेरिटरीज वो एरियाज होते हैं जिन्हें डायरेक्टली सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट कंट्रोल करती है. द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ इंडिया has provided for a government at the center and a government in each state to govern the country in a proper way. Powers or responsibilities of the central government and the state governments are written in the Constitution of India. For example, safeguarding or defending the country is the responsibility of the central government. Dear students, do you know the meaning of a constitution? A constitution is a statement of the basic principles and laws of a nation, such as the Indian Constitution. And looking after the matters of a state, like law and order, within a state is the responsibility of the state government. The central government extends help to the state governments when needed. Now we will study how central government works. The central government or union government has the power to make laws for the country. The lawmaking body is known as the Parliament. The Parliament consists of the President of India and the two houses, the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. Next heading is Lok Sabha. Lok Sabha is the highest lawmaking body in India. The members of Lok Sabha are elected directly by the people. Thus, it is known as the House of the People. The Speaker of the Lok Sabha is elected by the members of the Lok Sabha. The Speaker guides the proceedings in the Lok Sabha, and the members of Lok Sabha are elected for a term of 5 years. The whole country is divided into areas called constituencies. The candidate who gets the highest number of votes in a constituency is declared elected as a member of Lok Sabha. He or she then called a member of Parliament or MP. Lok Sabha can have a maximum of 552 members. Any Indian citizen who is above 25 years of age can contest in the elections of the Lok Sabha, and any Indian citizen who is 18 years and above can vote in the general elections. Rajya Sabha is also called the upper house of the parliament. The members of Rajya Sabha are not directly elected by the people, but they are elected by the members of the state legislative assemblies. राज्य सभा के जो सदस्य होते हैं वो डायरेक्टली लोगों द्वारा नहीं चुने जाते, बल्कि उन्हें राज्य विधानसभा के सदस्य चुनते हैं. राज्य सभा कैन हैव अ मैक्सिमम ऑफ 250 members and 238 members are elected members and 12 members are nominated by the President of India. The tenure of the members of Rajya Sabha is 6 years. Tenure means उनकी कार्यकाल की अवधि. 1/3 of the members of Rajya Sabha retire every 2 years and they are replaced by new members. The Vice President of India is the chairman of Rajya Sabha. Next heading is the President. The President of India is the head of the country. The President of India is elected by the members of Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha and the state legislative assemblies. The President of India is elected for a period of 5 years. Next heading is formation of the government. India has the multi-party system. There are many political parties in India, which is an important feature of our democracy. In a democracy, different political parties nominate their candidates for election and people vote to elect their representatives to the parliament. The political party that gets maximum number of candidates elected forms the government, and the President of India appoints the leader of this party, the party that wins, as the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister then forms the Union Cabinet that consists of the Council of Ministers. यूनियन कैबिनेट मीन्स केंद्रीय मंत्रिमंडल. जो प्राइम मिनिस्टर होता है वो अपना काम करने के लिए एक पूरा मंत्रिमंडल बनाते हैं. द मिनिस्टर्स इन द यूनियन कैबिनेट कैन बी ईदर फ्रॉम लोक सभा और राज्य सभा. नाउ वी विल टॉक अबाउट स्टेट गवर्नमेंट. एवरी स्टेट इन इंडिया हैज़ अ लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबली दैट मेक्स लॉज फॉर द स्टेट. एनी इंडियन सिटीजन हु इज 18 years of age and above can nominate for the assembly elections. Candidates elected by the people become the members of the legislative assembly or MLAs. They are elected for a term of 5 years. Next heading is the governor. The governor is the head of the state. जैसे प्रेसिडेंट कंट्री के हेड होते हैं, ऐसे गवर्नर स्टेट के हेड होते हैं. He or she is appointed by the President of India and his or her tenure is for 5 years. After the assembly elections, the leader of the political party that get maximum number of seats in the legislative assembly is invited by the governor to form the government. The leader of the party becomes the chief minister of the state. Next heading is the judiciary. Judiciary means न्याय तंत्र. The Constitution of India provides for an independent judiciary. The Supreme Court in New Delhi is the highest judicial body in India. The High Court is the highest judicial body in a state. Each district of a state has a court called the district court. The Chief Justice of India is the head of the Judiciary of India and the head of the Supreme Court of India. There are many judges in the Supreme Court who are appointed by the President of India. Judgments given in district court or High Court can be challenged in the Supreme Court. But the judgment given by the Supreme Court of India is final in any legal case in India and nobody can challenge it. Okay students, that's all for today. Read your chapter again carefully. Take care and have a nice day.